All right, we've got to talk about Donald Trump's cognitive decline during this holiday season. Something that I scream all the time about on this channel is the fact that the President of the United States, the oldest president ever, is showing very clear and obvious signs of cognitive decline. And it's finally starting to be talked about in the mainstream media, if you will. Like the New York Times wrote a big piece on this. CNN has been covering this. And I want to show you a couple new things because it is getting bad. And it is an important time right now because Donald Trump is negotiating, aka giving Putin everything he wants. Let's hop in to all of this. Before we do, though, really quickly, if you haven't seen me here before, my name is Chris Mowrey. I'm filling in for Adam Mockler on the Adam Mockler channel. If you enjoy this type of content, there's a link to my YouTube channel in the description down below. It'd mean a lot if you checked it out. Maybe hit subscribe on this channel. We're trying to build something big to punch back against a lot of the right-wing narratives we're hearing right now, especially going into the midterms. We are almost in the new year, which it's crazy to say we're already in 2026, but that's the year of the midterm. So things are really going to heat up, and we're going to try to be pumping out as much content as we can on this channel. So if you want to help us grow, join the community, all the good stuff, all you have to do is hit subscribe down below. Let's hop right into this. So first, this is a picture of Donald Trump's hands today. This is today. Now, you noticed the left hand. I'm recording this on December 28th. The left hand is covered in makeup like it has been for a while. We talked about this. But now, some people pointing out in this photo, the right hand almost looks like it's starting to become discolored as well. You see, I don't think there's any makeup on this hand, but you see kind of this brown spot here, maybe some bruising over here. The White House has tried relentlessly to cover up the hands, and it just seems like it's getting worse and worse and worse. We're going to continue on with that. We also remember that Donald Trump very recently, just last week essentially, like 10-ish days ago, gave a speech where he essentially for 20 minutes screamed at the top of his lungs at the American people. It was a rambling nightmare full of lies. And this was a clip that I think did not get enough coverage. Take a listen.
Tonight, I am also proud to announce that more than 1,450,000, think of this, 1,450,000.
If Joe Biden ever stumbled like that, it would be nonstop mainstream coverage. Anytime Joe Biden stumbled with his words, it was nonstop. And it's like stuff like this, where Donald Trump appears to not be doing well, be struggling to read numbers off a teleprompter. No one wants to talk about it. Donald Trump this morning on True Social, he's been going ballistic lately, posting literally like the most insane, just out there Facebook memes. This is something he reposted. So this is real Donald Trump this morning, 11:59, and he's essentially quote tweeting or posting, if you will, this person's tweet. One of Obama's most treasonous policies was to fund Iran's nuclear program. And it's just this very strange graphic. Biden and Obama gave Iran over $220 billion to research and build nukes. Iran nearly had 6 nuclear bombs and the ICBMs that would have destroyed Israel and 5 cities in the U.S. Democrats were going to take away our fossil fuels so millions would freeze and starve to death. Like this is just nonsense. Not even close to being based in reality. $38 trillion in debt, and it's going up. It's also funny that Trump, going into the midterms, keeps trying to be like, or he's reposting things talking about like the debt or things are expensive. And it's like, you're in office right now. In fact, you're one of the reasons this debt has really exploded, with the big, beautiful bill adding, anywhere from $3 to $5 trillion of debt-related spending over the next 10 years. But again, just go post random memes about like how Democrats did something with Iran 15 years ago, not even based anywhere close to reality. Donald Trump on Christmas Eve decided to call families around the United States, talk to kids. This was a clip that went very viral. Take a listen.
How are you?
I'm fine. You sound so beautiful and cute. How old are you?
I'm 8.
Wow, so smart. You sound so smart. So do you have a question?
Wow, I mean, that's okay. I feel like with everything we've been hearing about the Epstein files, that is not a great look for the president of the United States. This meme popping up everywhere. This is essentially the Epstein files right now. Donald Trump all over them. But anytime, he is there, they're just redacted. The DOJ essentially just covering up anything to do with Donald Trump as these 3-letter agencies get filled with loyalists. There's some really great clips, by the way, from previous years. Donald Trump in his first term. With kids, talking to kids on the phone. Very classic clip where Donald Trump is talking to a 7-year-old and asks the 7-year-old in his first term, do you still believe in Santa? Quote, do you still believe in Santa? Because at 7, it's marginal, right? Ruining a kid's Christmas. I don't know if you remember that, a long time ago. And then we go to Donald Trump in North Carolina. Also around this time, this was December 19th. So just in the last 10 days. And I mean, I'm adding all this stuff up because Donald Trump he doesn't sound good. He doesn't look good. He's still talking on and on, going on and on about these cognitive tests that he's taking. He literally, the president of the United States believes that he took some cognitive test that shows he's super smart, like almost like an IQ test. But he didn't. Donald Trump took an MOCA, or a MoCA test, which looks for signs of dementia or Alzheimer's. And he still just touts this all the time. Listen to this from December 19th in North Carolina. While everyone's prices are increasing, the economy is really struggling. There's some question marks about the economic data we're getting from the BLS, and Donald Trump is doing this.
First day in 28 days, these people are sick. That's why I've taken more physicals, because I think you have an obligation to, report. And I hate when they put out false reports. So they put out a report that Donald Trump. So I took a lot of physicals. And I did something no other president's ever done. I took cognitive tests. Because I know that, and by the way, not easy. You get to those last questions, those last 10, 15 questions, nobody on that stand could answer probably any of them. And I got them, I aced them. And no other president's taken a cognitive. Could you imagine Sleepy Joe taking a cognitive test? I don't think he'd get the first question is like, what is this? And they show a lion, a giraffe, a fish, and a hippopotamus, right? And they say, which is the giraffe? So that's the only question. But what happens is it then gets harder. I don't think Joe would have gotten the first question right. He would say hippo. I want the hippo. But anyway, I've taken now 3 cognitive tests. I've aced every single one of them. And
this is that's not how that works, right? These are just tests to see if you are showing signs of dementia or Alzheimer's. That's it. And he believes that he's like acing these tests. It's just such an embarrassment. I mean, if you zoom out, if you saw any other world leader talking like that, you'd be like, it's not good. The way they talk about Joe Biden is literally what Donald Trump is doing. I'm sure you've seen this MeidasTouch video before, but I love it. So I play it all the time. Take a look.
Checked out of his job for quite some time, and everybody knows it. And there was a cover-up with people around him who were they would give him scripts to follow. They would point him literally in the direction, stand here, sir, wave like this. And he didn't know what he was signing.
So this is an executive order on flag burning.
So there's all sorts of just incredible implications. It sounds like a terrible novel or something, but this is reality. He pardoned categories of violent criminals and turned them loose on the streets.
He is pardoning some 1,500 January 6 rioters who have been convicted for participating in the attack on the Capitol 4 years ago.
A January 6 rioter who was pardoned by President Trump has been arrested and charged with making a credible death threat against Democratic House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries.
You can't allow a president to check out and have unelected, unaccountable, faceless people making massive decisions for the country.
Yeah, those individuals, that last part. I mean, Stephen Miller, Russ Vought, these people practically running the country right now. These people practically running the country right now. One of Donald Trump's posts on Truth Social from Christmas Day. Merry Christmas to all, including the many sleazebags who love Jeffrey Epstein and gave him bundles of money, went to his island, attended his party, and thought he was the greatest. I mean, Donald Trump is photographed, videotaped at so many parties with Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, Donald Trump was Jeffrey Epstein was invited to Donald Trump's wedding. They went to Victoria's Secret events together. Jeffrey Epstein was photographed at least once or twice, but confirmed at Mar-a-Lago partying multiple times. It's just like we live in an upside down world. And I want to be clear, because we started with talking about his hand. This has been a problem for months that it feels like people don't talk about. Again, like any type of sign of physical, potential physical decline with Joe Biden was just nonstop. And this is from July. I mean, this is from the summer, Donald Trump with this, big glob of makeup. And we're still doing this. Every single day Donald Trump shows up, it's one hand, it's both hands. Sometimes there's makeup, sometimes there's a bandage, sometimes there's makeup and a bandage. This is from just the other day. His hand bandaged. I mean, look at the guy. And I think to myself sometimes, I'm like, maybe no one in the White House knows. I've said this before. Maybe no one in the White House knows how to do makeup. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe they can't blend his hand. But that's obviously not true because the guy is effing orange. I mean, they do a ton of makeup on him every single day. People in the White House, there's not many people in the White House who are competent. But there certainly is makeup artists in the White House who know what they're doing. I mean, the guy is bright orange every day. So it's like the fact that they can't get his hand to look normal, they have to do that much makeup, is telling. He posted photos that I believe I made a video about earlier this month for the White House decorated, and his hand in the photo near the Christmas tree, you could very clearly see the makeup. They post another photo with him and Melania Trump, and it's pretty clear that the White House actually like photo brushed his hand, like just Photoshop went over it. I mean, it's so far away, it's kind of hard to tell. So it was, the White House making that decision pretty clearly. And then to expand on the rant I showed you about Jeffrey Epstein, I mean, again, this is the president of the United States wishing Americans a Merry Christmas, talking about Jeffrey Epstein, and thought he was the greatest guy on earth, only to, quote, drop him like a dog when things got too hot, falsely claimed they had nothing to do with him, didn't know him, said he was a disgusting person, and then blame, of course, President Donald J. Trump, who was actually the only one who did drop Epstein, and long before it became fashionable to do so, radical left, witch hunt, fake coverage, New York Times, I'm the best. This is what Jesus Christ would have wanted from the president of this country on a day like Christmas. This type of message. Merry Christmas to all, including the many sleazebags who love Jeffrey Epstein. They all blamed Donald J. Trump. Let's listen to more of this Christmas speech, this 20-minute just rambling nightmare from the other day. Take a listen.
And far greater national security. Much of this success has been accomplished by tariffs. My favorite word, tariffs, which for many decades have been used successfully by other countries against us, but not anymore. Companies know that if they build in America, there are no tariffs, and that's why they're coming home to the USA in record numbers. They're building factories and plants at levels we haven't seen, AI, automobiles. We're doing what nobody thought was even possible, not even remotely possible.
I mean, it's literally an attempt by the White House. It reeks of desperation politically. They can't get him to stop doing any of what he's doing, to stop engaging with the tariffs or any of these things. So they're like, we're just going to force the news networks to give him a 15-minute slot, 20-minute slot, and he will just scream at the American people and tell them how great things are. And you literally hear how close he is to Mike. I mean, he is just 20 minutes just straight yelling. That's all he's doing. And so I bring all of that from Donald Trump's holiday season, from the pictures of his hands today, to today, where he met with Zelensky, where we're hearing about all these things going on with Russia, and Donald Trump says this.
Hello, Mr. President. How are you doing? Nice to see you, friends.
President, do you think Putin is serious about peace this time?
I do. I think he is. I think they both are.
I called him. What was your message to Mr. Putin?
Gotta make a deal. Gotta get it.
Gotta make a deal. Do you think Putin is serious about peace this time? I do. As he, last night, as I record this, literally bombarded, or 2 nights ago, I should say, cruise missiles through people's homes in Kyiv. This massive attack on this capital of Ukraine. Donald Trump, I guess, dumb enough to believe that Putin's ready for peace. Why would Putin be ready for peace? He's getting everything he wants, and every time he attacks more, he gets more. The U.S. just gives him whatever he wants. And so they're sitting around the table, and Donald Trump's just being bizarre to the press, has no idea what's going on. Take a listen to this.
Are you okay? Is everyone fine? Margot, if you would, I think you could sit outside and have some food. Would you like to have food, or do you consider that a bribe, and therefore you cannot write honestly, or therefore you have to write a bad story? Okay, because if you'd like, would you like something to eat at this time? Yes or no? You can speak.
Yes, sir.
Yes? Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Margot.
Yes, sir.
Take them outside, tell the chef, serve them a little lunch, okay?
Thank you, press.
Thank you, press. Thank you, press. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Talking to the press about, do you want me to serve you a meal or is it a bribe, writing a good story? Like, this is not a game, you know? Millions of lives are at stake. You know, the setup of the global world is at stake as, again, we bail on our allies in Europe. Insane. Just insane. We will keep you updated on what's going on with this story and so much more. If you appreciate this video, it would mean a lot if you hit like and, again, subscribe down below to my YouTube channel and make sure you subscribe to the Adam Mockler channel. We appreciate each and every one of you. We love you so much. I hope you're having a great holiday season. Have a great start to your week into the new year. Let me know your New Year's Eve plans in the comments down below. I do read all your comments. I love each and every one of you. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.